let's make a directory here, and let's call it, class 21 Ansible. Okay, playbooks. There we go. So now we can go to open folder. We have class 21. Okay, there we go. So that is the directory that's going to contain our Ansible playbooks. I'm sure by now we are all comfortable with, okay, there we go. Let's work. Let's touch touch is a command used to create, right? So we can create our first playbook. Okay. Let's create a playbook used to test connection. So we can run touch, okay. 01, okay. Ping dot YAML. It's a very classic example. There we go. See that? So this is our playbook. Let's see if we can increase the size here. Settings. I think font size, yeah, 16 is good, right? Let's see. How about 20? Not this one. Let's pull down again. Top size, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's okay. Okay, so first we are going to, start the pivot with 3 lines like that. Okay, and then of course, at the end of the playbook, we will have 1, 2, 3 dots. So within this playbook, we are going to define our plays. Okay, and do a dash here. So first, we're going to define our host. Okay, my host name is going to be dev. Right, my host is dev. The dev host. My host can be equals to dev. You can what? You can check, okay, host information in what? In it's a Ansible, okay, hosts. If what? If your inventory is static, you can check it there. So of course, come back here now. Now, when this playbook runs, do we want to gather facts? Gather underscore facts. As you know what? No. By the way, let's look for extensions on Ansible. Let's see. Let's see Ansible playbooks extensions here. Yep, there we go. We can install this one. So it's installing. So these extensions or plugins can help us, to there we go. So we can do no. Now, the next one you want to define is the remote host. Remote, see that? Remote underscore user is equals to, by default, is always Ansible. Okay? Ansible. Therefore, we can define our task. Okay. Going to go 1, 2. That's, and now we're going to define, okay, the name of the task is what? Is to test remote connections. Now, to test the connection, what module are we going to use? What module have we used before now to test connection? What module?
Ping.
The ping module, right? So what we're going to use the ping module. By the way, do you see that at the bottom here, CR is trying to pick up an interpreter, right? Python. That's because Ansible depends on Python. In fact, Ansible is built on Python. Okay. So that's good. So now you can again look at the remote user in this case. So remote underscore user. Again, what is Ansible like that? Okay, this is good. So after we configure our playbook like this, it's very easy. We want to be able to, okay, test connection on our host inventories using a playbook. So first we write the playbook. In this case, it's called 01, okay, ping.yaml. So we define a host where we are going to execute a task on. And again, what we defined whether we want to gather facts or not. And again, we had defined, the remote users. And in this case, we are going to use the ping module. Hold on 1 second. So yeah, we missed that as well. Come back here. So the module here is called ping. Okay, ping module. So now, if I want to execute this playbook, okay, let's come back here. Executing what? Executing. Okay. Ansible playbooks. We have these examples here. You can have what? Ansible playbooks. Okay. The name of playbook. Okay. We can have the path to inventory. Path to what? Path to inventory. And again, we can say if we want to become root or not. So if we come back here, we have what? ls. So we can do Ansible playbook. See that? Of course, what? Playbook here is 01. Now, if I do ping, see that it went through. Why? Because it's able to pick up our default, the default inventory is in place. But in the case of dynamic inventory, you must what? You must define the path to the inventory. Now look at what happened here. First, it says what? It says that this went through, right? On dev instances, there are 2 hosts, and we can see the IP addresses of this host. Those are what? This is the play, is on dev, and we can see the tags here to test what? Test remote connection. And then, of course, you can see the play recap in this case, right? But again, now in the working environment, I could push this to the remote repository, and if I'm not there 2 years from today, right, my team members can still use this playbook, modify it to do whatever they deem necessary. Okay. So let's do one more. Again, what? Let's touch a file. Let's call it what? 02 install Java dot what? Dot YAML. In this case, let's go back here. So again, what we want to install Java. I'm going to start my code with these 3 strokes. Again, go at the bottom here. I'm going to end what with just these 3 dots. Okay. And again, the very first, okay. I could what? I could start with the name of the play. I can say name. Here's what? It's equals to install what? Install Java on what? On dev host. See that? There we go. And of course, we can define our host. So again, what? My host here is equals to dev. Okay. Now, since we are going to be installing Java, one other thing that we need to define is can just who have the right to install packages on any systems? Can any user on the system install packages? That's the question you want to ask. So in Ansible, if you want to become admin, what is the keywords? We discussed that last week. What's the keyword there? If you want to become admin, what is the keyword?
Become.
So if I put become here, and if I say yes, I want to become, that's it. I'm going to be able to do that. And now we are going to define our task. Okay, again, there we go. 1, 2. Again, define the name of the task is what? Is to update. Okay, update the what? The update apt packages. Okay, package, let's call it cache or whatever. Okay. So in this case now, we are going to what? Use a module called apt. Okay, apt is a package module. This is what this is. Package module. So when we run something like okay, sudo apt install, maybe git, right? So what we are using this module to install git on Ubuntu instances. So if we are going to update, was what? Since it is Ubuntu instance we have, we're going to use the apt module. The package module is okay, and what is used for mainly for Debian and Ubuntu systems as well. Okay, package module. And of course, from back here, again, 1, 2, we can work again. Update underscore cache is equals to yes. Okay, I want to go back. 1, 2, again. To that, define my name again. Okay, and I want to what? I want to install default JDK package. I want to what? Install. Okay, the default JDK. That's Java, right? Package. And again, we're going to use what? The apt module, right? The app. So see how we're using what? Using module in there. And of course, what? The name of the package is called default JDK. And of course, what? The state is equals to present. I think this name should go 2 steps in front. 2. And of course 1. Okay. The name here. There we go. Just that. The name of the package, and of course the state. So in Ansible, right, we use state to install and uninstall. So when the state is equal to present, it simply means that yes, I want to install this. And when we say state is equal to absent, we want to uninstall. Okay, in that case, we want to uninstall. But now, since we want to install what, use what? Our state is equals to present. Okay, like that. So now, let's see how you can what? Execute this playbook with the, in fact, let's do what? Let's do Ansible playbook, okay? Look at something. So these are the options. See this here? So we can do, you know, extra vars. You can do what? Check. And you can do syntax check. Okay. You can do list task. Okay, that's okay. You can do what? Ansible playbook 02. Okay, by the way, let's clear our screen. Okay. Hyphen what? Or we can just do this. Okay. List what? List task. Those are what? Those are all the tasks that we have. Let's go back here now. Clear my screen. And let's run Ctrl+ to increase font size on the command line. And again, we can what? We can list task. Okay. So to list all the tasks in the playbook, we can run something like this. Go back to our documentation. Okay. It's executing. That's what you want to. Okay, list what? List all tasks in the playbook. Okay. We can have something like this. So Ansible playbook, the name of the playbook, then what? The hyphen list task. By the way, that's what. Let's look at the options here again, right? Ansible playbook. There we go. And we can see we have other options like what? Let's see what you want to do a check. Don't make any changes. Instead, try to predict some of the changes that may occur. Now, this is a very, 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 very important, you know, aspect of executing playbooks. It's called dry run. So it's like, you know what? I want to just check. If I was to execute this playbook, what is going to happen? So we can run the hyphen check. Again, we can clear screen here. See that? We can run what? We can run this hyphen check. But what we must pass the name of the playbook. 602. Okay, hyphen check. See that? So it's just checking what is going to happen, but nothing is actually being done. We can't confirm if Java is indeed installed, but of course, what it gives you an idea what is going to happen on the remote host, on this host, for example, right? Like that. So again, history command here. We can what? We can do the dry run command. Okay. And execute Okay, this is number playbook, number 1, 2. Okay, let's go to number 3. Okay, executing what? Playbook what? This is playbooks, dry run. Okay, the command is like that. All right, so you can run what? You can run Ansible playbook, a playbook name, check. So we're going to have something like this. So go to insert. Okay, and let's go back here again. Clear my screen. Okay, check. And if we go back here, we can insert, okay, screenshot. That's what, this is how check is when look like. So check what the check is like, faking to run the playbook, but not actually executing the playbook. Right? So now number 4, and what? You can execute the playbook now. Okay. In this case, we can run what? Ansible playbook. And of course, this is 02. Okay. .yaml, whatever. That's it. I come back here. Okay. Play my screen, and I can do Ansible playbook 02. Okay. And we can what? So we are going to what? We are going to deploy Java onto all of our hosts in the dev inventory group. So that, see that, we are going to update the cache, package cache. So these are what? These are tasks. See this, so we have what we have the play, right? This is the main play. So what the play is just the name of what you want to do, and you can see it as. So whenever you see changed, it means what? It means that this operation actually ran on the host. And on the dev group, we have 2 hosts. Okay, it's a clear indication of what we could even have, 1,000 hosts in that group. And if we had that much, it's going to what? It's going to show us changed. So somebody asked last time, what if one of these instances were up, were down? How would Ansible, deal with that? Ansible is going to give you a message whether you had a permission denied on that host, whether what again? Whether we had, whether the host is unreachable, okay, and all of that. So you're going to see those outputs coming in from Ansible as well. Okay, and of course, now that we have done this, what else can we do? Okay, so we have what? 03 here. 02, we were able to ping, and we're able to do that. Now let's see one more example to what? To deploy security patches, okay, on our system. We want to deploy what? Security patches on all the servers. Now, can I switch these to all? Like, let's say what? Now we have what? We have a different requirement to deploy to all. I want to what? I can use the all here. If I use all, it's here, all, it means that what? It means that, okay, Ansible, okay, Ansible what? Ansible will deploy to all the hosts, right? So in my case, I have dev, I have test, and I have stage, right? That simply means that Ansible is going to deploy to all of these hosts. So now I've changed to all. Let's see what happens. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let's see if we can copy these two. Let's copy 02 into 02 again. But now what? Let's do Java, okay, -all dot YAML, and this would be 03. There we go. So now add a new file, and let's see here. That we have this file is all, but what? Let's go by here and what? Let's leave this one to just dev. Okay, just dev. Again, come back here, and there we go. So I can do what? I can run. And let's see again. You can do what? Ansible playbook. Again, what? 03. There you go. But now see what happens here. We have 6 hosts, right? So it's going to work now, but it's going to skip on dev. Why? Because it has already installed on dev. See that? You see that it will change only on 4 hosts. Okay, dev is already okay. Dev is already done. Okay, 2, 4, 6. See that? It says what? So whenever you see 2 okay, it means that we already have what? We already have JDK installed on 2 of our hosts. But now it's going to again what? Install on the 4 additional hosts. See that? So you can see. Okay, so when it came to this task to install the JDK, what happened? It skipped this 2. Why? Because we had already already installed JDK on it. But of course, what you can see that it actually installed JDK on this other host. See that this host had JDK stored there. Okay. Make sense? Anybody have a question so far? Any doubts? Let's do one more. And this one. Okay. You can do what? Let's touch. Okay, 04. Want to what? We want to do what? Security. Okay. Updates. Okay, all.yaml. Okay. So in this case, we are going to be deploying security update on all of our systems. Come back here, 04. Okay, there we go. Again, our hyphens, 1, 2, 3. Then what? Our dots, 1, 2, 3 at the end. Come back here, the very first thing you define is the name. Okay, if you go back, see that name, hyphen, 2 steps, 1, 2. And of course, what? I'll define the name here, and I will say, is what? Deploy security update. Okay, security updates on all servers. Okay, and of course, 1, 2. I define my host. This case, again, what is host, not host. This case is all. Again, become will be equals to yes. Then what? So under the same, I'll define my task. Okay, there we go. 1, 2. Then what? Define the name of a task is what? Is to update. Okay, the apt. Okay, the apt package catch. Apt what? Package cache in this case. Come back here again. To do this, we are going to use what is a module called apt. And of course, 1, 2. We're going to what? We are going to update. Okay. Update underscore catch is equals to yes. Again, we can define the next task. Be very careful with syntaxing because if it doesn't align, it's going to be a problem. I can already see this one has a problem already. Let's see that? There we go. Okay, good. Okay, great. If there's a syntax error, right, it's going to be a very serious issue. So the name of my task again, the name must be on the same line. Okay, under task, it has to be the same. Going to what? We want to upgrade. Okay, upgrade all packages. Okay, to the what? To the latest version. So again, use what? The apt module. Package module is apt. 1, 2, and what we're going to upgrade. Okay, is equals to a save upgrade. And again, what do you want to do? An update underscore catch. Say what? We'll say yes. So first, we can again execute the following commands. We can run. The first one, let's check our playbook. We can run what? Ansible playbook is 04. Okay, hyphen check. Let's check. So this is the dry run. Okay. And of course, what we are executing on all the servers in the environment. See that? So even though it shows changed, it just telling us what's going to happen. So in the event that we finally update or run the the playbook command, this is what is going to happen. So let's see now. Then come back here, and again, let's now go ahead and again we can list. This is a task. Oh, sorry. Let's see. List has, okay, come back here. There we go. See that? This list, so hyphen list dash or hyphen task. That, so there you go. List task. That, so we have we have play, and under the play we have the task. So that justifies what we were discussing previously, okay, with regards to the differences between All right, we have a play and a task for skipping all of that. Now we can run Ansible playbook. Okay. 04. Right. And of course, what? Enter. Okay. That's a play. And then for what? Under the play, we have task. Yeah, it updates the cache using API for what? It's going to upgrade to the latest version. So this is a security update. Okay. This is how we deploy security configs on our remote servers using Ansible. Anybody has a question so far on this one?
Evans, my concern is in the configuration of the or setting of the files, the YAML files.
Mm-hmm.
Which of the statement it's when you say name and you just type it, can that one be any word or it has to be the way it is put?
No.
I understand the tags can be the tags. Yeah, where you have name now, install Java. That one can be general.
Yeah, it can be anything. I can even just say, I can just. So what you are describing what you want to do.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. But
So,
the update cache, this one has to be the way it is.
Yes, yeah. So the update cache is what Ansible knows. So Ansible knows this one.
Okay.
And of course, it can be a yes or a no.
Got it.
Okay, great. So now, okay, that's good. Okay. Let's run that one again. And okay, we can again what we can touch. Let's close this one. 4. Okay, great. Now we can what? We can again touch what? 05. Let's create file. Create what? Create file.yaml. Again, it's going to be on all the hosts. 05, open it up, minimize, and then of course we're going to drag down. Again, 1, 2, 3. We can just put 1, 2, 3 here again. Come back here, enter, and what? Just put your stuff. And we're going to go 1, 2. So that, be very careful. Okay, like that. So we can go, okay, 1, we can define, okay, the host, in this case, is going to be all. Okay, we can do become and be equals to true. Okay, if you want what you want to assume privilege, then we can define the task. Okay, there we go. 1, 2. We have what the name of the task be equals to create file on our servers, or what, or deploy files in all servers. Now we saw the file module, right? That's the module we're going to use, the file module in this case. And we again the path. Okay. Path what will be equals to. So where do you want to create this file? You can say what? You can say the home of Ubuntu, because what? Ubuntu is the user, right? In the remote, in the remote user, I mean, in the remote servers, right? Ubuntu is the remote user. So that's what, let's do here, okay? Let's see. If you come back here, let's run an ad hoc command. Let's check who are the users on the system. So we can run, okay? Ansible, okay? Def hyphen M for my module. I want to use what? The command module, and I will use ls form like that on dev. Okay, looks like I mixed it up. I might have mixed it up. Let's see this here. Go back to my documentation. I can check it there. The how to on Ansible. Okay, yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's M. Okay. I get it now. Don't worry about that. So we can run. Dash M is the command module hyphen A. Okay, there we go. See that? So what? On the remote host, we have what? We have just Ubuntu as a user. So therefore, in Ubuntu's account, we're going to what? We're going to create a file called class 21. That's it. Okay, is that understood? And of course, in the command module as per Linux, the state is what? We're going to use the touch command. And of course, we can what? We can define the mode of the file. We can do what? 0600. So what's that? We can talk about the permission later. The owner of this file is going to be Ubuntu. Okay, just Ubuntu. Okay, Ubuntu. And of course, the group is what is also going to be equals to Ubuntu, like that. So we can go back and there's, so by the way, if you run, okay, ls hyphen lt, you want to what? You want to check how many files we have on the dev instance or on all the instances. So if we do all there we go. See that? We don't have what? We don't have anything. There's no file. Okay, so far. So let's see. And so when we run this playbook, actually when we execute the playbook, we're going to come back and see what has happened. That's number 5. Again, Ansible playbook 05. We can run what? Hyphen check. Let's see. Okay, our syntax is correct. Okay. There we go on all servers. Oops. Okay, it looks like we are going to have some issues. It says it's missing failed change, missing requirements to path. Okay, hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. File path. Does it mean that this path? Yes, that's the issue. We add an S there. It shouldn't be. Okay. You have to be very, very careful. If your fingers mistakenly add something, it changes the whole picture. So take out the S, and again, come back here. See that? So what? When you check, you can see for sure what is going to happen on your servers. See that? So the S there was the issue. Very, very important. So now we can execute the playbook and check. See that? This is going to execute the playbook. Okay. So see that? Now can we check? Let's run the ad hoc command here. ls artr, which is what we should stick class into 1 on all the servers now. See that? Do we see it here? Perfect. So we were able to deploy this file, and at the same time, we are able to list everything on the remote host. So I don't have to, go log into the host to check whether or not this is there. I can do a remote check from my system. I can do a radio check. I can check and I can find, I can see. Okay, I can get my responses on what the issue is. Okay, you can do all of that. Okay, let's see, we can create a directory also. So let's come back here. And we can do one more. Let's touch. That's 05. Clear our screen here. Let's do what? Let's do touch 06. Okay. Create directory. Dot what? Dot YAML. See that? There we go. Now we can open up our file and we can get down. So what? We are able to deploy configs, we can deploy files, we're able to config files. Okay. And what? We can also change the permissions of those files using our Ansible playbooks. Okay. So again, we can go 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay. We have our host. In this case, we're going to be all. 2 become is what is equals to true. Okay. And we can define our task. 1, 2 again. The name of task is what? We want to create directory. Okay. On all the servers. Okay. And 1, 2 again. Again, what? Using the file module in this case. And the path, not paths, is equals to /home Ubuntu, and what? We're going to call it class 21. No, because that file already exists. There's something else. Okay, let's call it DevOps. Okay, DevOps. And again, you can look at the mode here. What's the permission? So the group should have no permission. The owner should have no permission, and others should have no permission. As extreme, okay, modifications there. So the owner is equals to root, and again we can do the group is equals to root. We can change this as well to Ubuntu. Yeah. Yeah, come back here. Okay, so I think we are missing up one parameter there. After the path, we should be defining the state. So the state here is equals to directory. Then we can define, okay, see that we have mode 000. The group is, okay.
This thing is very confusing.
Huh?
That's very confusing. In the last one, state, you put it as touch, which is the command to create file. This one is directory, and the state is not make. It's not make directory.
So these are conventions, right?
Okay.
These are conventions. So it's just the way it is.
The way it is, yeah, that's
Convention. So just know it out, okay? When you're creating a directory, okay, the state is different. Okay, there we go. But let's see that this playbook seems like it has an issue from my initial visual, look. But let's check, okay? Let's check for errors. So Ansible playbook 06 -- check. I think this is called the call. You see that? Yep, there we go. So there's there is an issue somewhere around conflicting statements, file, path, blah, 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 blah. There we go. Let's check it. Check the playbook now. Very well. Okay, by the way. Okay, so the name of our stuff. This is where the problem is. People want 2 steps behind, 2 steps inside. It's 1, 2. And of course, this is 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. And of course, 1, 2. And 1, 2. So syntax errors are a common, issue when it comes to, playbooks, right? So sometimes you just have to look at it very carefully. So the owner is going to be Ubuntu and the code will be Ubuntu. But now what happens if we deploy other users on all the servers? Can we change? The answer is yes. So what happens if tomorrow we say, oh, you know what, can you make the DevOps group, the default owner of this? So even though it was owned by Ubuntu, let's make DevOps the owner now. Okay, and of course, there we go. We can come back here and we can share my screen again. That's what, check our playbook again. Okay, it looks like it's going to go through now. See that? There we go. Perfect, see that? So whenever everything goes through, you can see it like that. Share my screen now. And then what? We can just execute this playbook. We can do, again, Ansible playbook is 06 playbook here. And enter. So we are configuring and managing, our remote host, our remote servers. See that? There we go. Now, can I confirm? The answer is yes. The ls, see that? There we go. If I execute this command, I can see for myself if at all. See that? Do I see my? See? What? And you can see the time, right? So even though the time is the hour here is wrong, it's already March 11th, March 9, but what? You can see the time, right? It's 9:39. And again, what? 9:39 here. 9:30 as well. So on all those, we have been able to deploy all of these with no issues. We've been able to deploy these configs. Now, let's look at one more example. And here what? We are going to create a user. Okay, create a user. All right, create a user and deploy the user to all the servers. Now, this is going to involve us, doing a lot more configurations like going into the HC SSHD, config file to enable password authentication. If we want the user to be able to log into the server with passwords, we can do that, right? So it's going to be a very serious configuration we're going to do here. I already did it, in the repo, but what? Let's do it again together. So again, let's do the last one. 0 touch what? Touch, okay. 07, and let's call it create, okay. User with passwords or dot YAML. So this means that what? We're going to do this on all the servers, okay. Our 7th playbook is here. Let's again go back. Okay. So first we can define 1, 2, 3. That's a convention. Define our host. Again, let's just do all. Okay, and again, we can do become. This equals to true. Why? Because what? We want to create a user, and so we need to become admin. That's a fact. Now we can define our task. See that? And come back here. Okay. The name of the task. Okay. So whenever you leave, okay, like the first layer, put in what a hyphen and go 2 steps, 1, 2. Then you can type name. There we go, right? We can what? Deploy a user. Okay, called, that's what? Let's deploy Felix. Okay, so that is the user we want to create. Now, let me ask you a question. What module are we going to use in this case? What module? That will be the user module, right? User module, and then what? Come back here. 1, 2. The name of the module. I mean, no, this is what it's going to be called Felix. And now, do you want to create home directory for Felix? Create, okay, underscore home, and I will say true. Now, and I can say what? The shell for Felix is going to be equals to / bin, okay, and / bash. There we go, right? And again, we can add comments for this particular user. I say what? Felix is our DevOps engineer. There you go. Right now, the next most important thing we can define as well is, what is the rules or the rule around passwords? Do we want this password to expire after a year or after 2 years? What is the rule? What's the, I mean, how do we intend to manage that? So we can do expires. Okay, we can do -1. So the password never really expires. And of course, we can define passwords here. Okay. In the place of passwords, we're going to define, open our brackets like that. And of course, we open 2 ginger brackets. So everything we define in here is going to go. Now, is it best practice to define or to, write or to declare the user's password outright, in a file like this? The answer is no. And that's why we are going to look at Ansible Vault. Ansible Vault is a security feature in Ansible, and it is used to secure secrets like password. Okay, so here we can define our password here. Okay, let's call it what? Let's do admin Okay, 2020. And of course, we want to grab this password into what? Into a password, okay, underscore hash. So hash, these are cybersecurity terms, okay, and it has a lot to do with, like simply hash protocols, how do you secure your passwords, and all of that. Okay. So now we are going to what? Do a SHA. So SHA is one of those, SHA 512. So it can take up to 512 characters. Let's put a comma here. And again, what? We can do the other option is the algorithm option. We can do an A, a shift A here, and we can go 512 as well. So I'll come back here, and we can close that. So that is the first option that we are looking at. Come back, and again, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2. My name of my task in what? See that? You have to be very careful with your syntax as well. Okay, so now what? Now our next, okay, this first, okay, task can what? This can create the user for sure, okay, and give it a password. And then of course, maybe we can what? Can then look at how can we enable password authentication for this particular user. That's going to be in the next task, right? Come back here again and do what? 1, 2. Then of course we can define name and what we can say. My next task is what? Is to set up what? Set up access passwords. Set up. Okay. Set up access passwords. Okay. Set up access passwords. Okay. You can set up sudo access passwords. Okay. Sudo access passwords for Felix. Okay. For Felix. In this case, 1, 2. Oops, looks like we missed it. The syntax. Be very careful. I don't know why it's not coming up like that. There we go. That's correct. Let's look at here as well. Okay, great. This is good. Okay. There we go. 1, 2. Why is it coming 3? Oh, hold on. 1, 2. Okay. If I go 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Excellent. This is good. So in here, we are going to, okay, use what? We can use the copy module in this case. Come back here, and what is going to be the copy, okay, module. And of course, when you are copying, you must what? First define destination. So again, 1, 2. we define what our destination is etc. Okay, the file sold was okay, .d, and of course we call it what? Felix. Okay, then we can define. So by the way, okay, don't be so alarmed. etc sold was is right there. So if we come back, let's check this out. We can go into what? We can cd into. Okay, so this is the file that is used to set up admin access. Cd into what? Into etc soldwas.d. So that's this file. So this file, this directory is what contains, admin access and the users who have access in that admin directory. None of that. So I think for now is what, let's just go ahead with the create option first. And then on Sunday, we can what? We can set up the other portions where what we are going to enable, access, enable passwordless authentication, and do a lot of other things. In this case, we can come back here. Let's do a check. So Ansible Playbook, and we can do 07. Okay, hyphen check if there are issues with them. Okay, great. Now, luckily for us, it has warned us about the password that we just defined. It says increasing Python crypt module is deprecated. The Python crypt module is deprecated. Will be removed in Python 3.13. Install the passlib library for continuing encryption functionality. That's it. So there we go. It's a warning, but it's not a blocker. So now we can execute this. And let's see. So now what we are deploying a user with password authentication. But now this user cannot log in with password. Why? Because we haven't enabled or disabled what? We have not enabled password authentication. So they cannot log in with passwords just yet. Okay, but now can we confirm? Are we recording? Okay, we are recording.
Yes.
I can imagine having to go through this again. I'll be like, I don't know who do me like that. Okay, ls what? Ls from here, and let's check if we have the user called Felix. See that? See, do we have Felix there? We have Felix. Now, can I just copy this? Wherever there's Felix, we can deploy, Felix, not Elix. See that? Felix, we can replace with Babylon. Okay, there we go. That's deployed. And now, again, what? See that? It's easy. We can again what? Just deploy Babylon again. Deploy a user, password. See that? Gathering facts. It's changed. So again, what we can confirm. See that? See, it's easy. Can I deploy? Let's deploy Thomas. Find again. Let's do Elvis actually. See that? There we go. And now, see that? We can deploy again. Great. Now, can I confirm this? Okay, the ad hoc command, ls home. It's going to see that. So do you now see how many users I have been able to deploy onto all of these hosts? I have 6 hosts here, and I've been able to deploy all of these on them. Make sense? Are we okay? Great. So this is good. So good examples here, good configuration examples, and the only way you are going to grab these is to practice. There's no other way around it. You understand? There is no other way. Then